I got an A on the math test today, Jahide.
Oh, good for you, darling. My sweet girl. Keep on studying, all right? Oh!
Give it! Give it up! Come on! Stop it over! Let go! Let go, please! Give it up! Give it up,
Jahide! Jahide! Help! For God's sakes, can somebody please help us? Call an ambulance! Jahide! Jahide!
Nielken, open the bag. Open it. There is an envelope that belongs to you in there. You're all alone in the world. Make a good life for yourself. Promise me.
You can't leave me, please, Jahide.
I pray to God will forgive me for my sins. Please, God, have mercy on my soul. Bless me,
Jahide, no.
Oh, God.
Santi, will you please make us some coffee?
I promise it won't ever
Don't be such a jerk. For what? For death?
Yeah, what'll happen if I don't, huh?
As you can see, I can do more than just talk.
Jahide!
Where am I? Where is this place? What strange place is this?
You wonder where you are.
Yes, I want to know where I am. And who are you? Am I dreaming all of this?
The dreaming is done. The sleep of life is finished, Jahide. You must open your eyes. It is time for you to awake from your fool's paradise.
Has my life passed by so quickly? How did this happen? When did I get here?
The laws of your physical world no longer have any meaning. Time and space are different here. Tell me what you were saying just before you arrived here.
I was praying for mercy. Anything could happen. I am sick, you see. And if the Lord should call me,
Tell me what would happen.
you would die as you have lived.
And is there more?
You'll be judged according to how you've died.
Is that a correct and true statement?
It is. Wait a minute. What are you telling me? Did I really die? Is it really the end for me?
Don't you believe me?
No. I mean, yes. I believe you are telling the truth, but I need to have some kind of proof. I thought a lot about dying, but I never thought it would be like this. I feel so alive and vigorous. No, I can't have died. I just can't have. I can't be dead. I can't be dead. No, I can't be dead. No. Nielken? 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 Whose grave is this? Who have we lost?
Oh, Jahide, what will I do without you?
I'm right
have to
here,
be strong.
sweetheart.
We must
I'm right
find a way
here.
to go on.
Remzier, what will we do without her?
okay.
First my mom, then her. What will we do
my
now?
baby, please
God have
stop
mercy
crying.
on her
I'm right
soul.
here. I haven't died. Here I am.
She will always be with us, Nielken. She won't ever leave us. Come on now.
Hamid. Hamid.
Look at you. Are you mourning because she destroyed herself? Or because she went off and let herself
Hamid.
die deliberately?
Hamid. 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 Shahid. Oh, my dear God. I really did die. I'm dead. I died. this reality? How could this happen?
Are you finally convinced?
How could I not be?
Are you afraid?
I'm only human, mortal. How could I not be afraid?
Why are you afraid?
Everything is going to be asked of me here. A person should be afraid of the interrogation of this world.
So you know about this place?
I didn't know, but I believed in this place.
So you must have lived all your life very carefully then.
I can't say I did. If you asked me what my life was like, I wouldn't know what to tell you.
Now you have to give an accounting in detail for everything, and the people you offended.
People I offended?
Yes. The people waiting over there are entitled to demand their rights from you.
This is the moment I was afraid of. Now I am afraid. Satin, Hamid, Nilgun. My God, are all of you here? Oh God, please don't withhold your help from me.
There is no injustice here, no miscarriage of justice. Sins are weighed by their severity, but goodness is rewarded 10 to 1 at least. Every good and every evil act will be accounted for. The balance will be maintained.
Isn't all this scary enough? What are you telling me?
Merely, however humans view eternal grace, will be reflected in their judgment here. The world is a threshing floor, where every man must be winnowed, alas for him. Be not proud with your riches. Say not, no one is as good as me. A harsh wind will winnow the chaff from the grain. Indeed, Jahide, your time has come. Are you prepared?
My whole life, my good and bad deeds are passing in front of my eyes. I don't know which is greater, and I'm afraid.
God's mercy is so great that he rewards any act of goodness with 10 times its value.
I know, but I have lived through unworthy moments. There are parts of my life that are not very pleasant.
It would seem that you have lived your life by extremes.
Yes. The early part of my life, I lived differently and thought differently. I wasn't even conscious how sinful I was in those days. Can you come early in the mornings?
Yes, Jahide, ma'am. I will be here every morning at 7.
What? 7 o'clock? I'm up at 6, and she is too. If I haven't had too much to drink.
I get up at 5 o'clock every morning, sir.
Can you do all the required housework? You not only have to tidy up, but you have to do the dishes, the cleaning, and all the laundry, too.
I can do it, ma'am. I can manage it all.
You'll have 1 day a week off.
What? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. I don't even get 1 day off a week. You get a half day off every 2 weeks. And that's it, understand?
That's very generous, sir.
How much do you expect to be paid?
500 a week is enough, ma'am. I wouldn't have asked for that much, but I have a young daughter in school, you see.
My husband thought it was too little, not too much. We thought you'd ask for about $7.50 a week.
That's too much money. None of my friends who are doing this work earn that much. I couldn't take that much. It would be unfair. I don't want to take advantage of you.
Well, okay, if that's what you want. All right, you can have your 500 a week and no more, okay?
Sati, will you please make us some coffee?
I already did, ma'am.
How did you know we'd want some coffee?
I've noticed that you always drink coffee after dinner, ma'am. I made it before you asked me this time, ma'am. Shall I serve you your dessert, or do you want it later? Or is there anything else I can do?
You can leave the dessert and start ironing.
I finished the ironing, ma'am.
When do you have time to do all this? You don't stand still for a minute.
God's not pleased with folks who are lazy, Jahide, ma'am.
Your new housekeeper is a fast worker.
The other one was lazy and dour.
She's always smiling. I never see her frown. When I say hello, she says thank you.
What can the poor creature do? She thinks the rest of the world is just like her, so she's always giving thanks.
Would she be so thankful if she opened her eyes a little and saw the world as it really is? She is so naive.
What happened to that Sati of yours? Huh? You used to praise her to high heaven. Now, look what time it is and she's not here.
I don't know. She must be in some trouble.
What trouble could she possibly have? People with money have troubles. Somebody living hand to mouth like her? Here she is.
I'm so very sorry, ma'am. I know I'm a little late. I promise it won't ever happen again.
Did something happen to your eye?
No, ma'am. I'm all right, thank God. Nothing is wrong. Please, let me start work now.
Hamid, did you see her eye? It's all black and swollen.
So she's got a shiner, so what? She did something stupid, and her husband socked her in the eye.
Do you hear what you're saying, Hamid? Don't be such a jerk. Sati, what happened to your face?
It's really nothing, ma'am.
Oh, go on, Sati. Tell me.
Ma'am, it's not important. It was at home. I bumped into a door.
Please, Sati, don't lie to me.
I did hit a door, ma'am. Well, first my husband punched me, and then my head hit the door.
Your husband beats you up?
No, not all the time. He was just a little drunk last night. My husband, Recep, isn't a bad man. Recep is good, but he's been feeling down since he's been out of work. He's depressed. He gets frustrated.
Listen, your husband is a brute. He just beat you up. Why are you defending him?
Please, ma'am. Jahide, listen. My husband beats me. He does, but I can't walk out on him. He'd go to pieces if I did. I can't leave him. Then there's my daughter, Nilgun. If I leave Recep, he will never let me have my daughter. I put up with all this for my daughter. What can I do, ma'am? This is my life. At least with this job you gave me, I can put some food on the table. God bless you for your concern. Thanks to you, we keep going. We have our good days and our bad. We do the best that we can.
All right, you go on home and rest today.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Go home and come back tomorrow. Go on. You can't work in this condition.
May the Lord bless your kindness, ma'am. You take such good care of me. May God take care of you, too.
The poor thing keeps on talking about God and never stops. Her husband beats her, and she still thanks God. I just can't understand it. How can she have such faith?
She's ignorant, plain ignorant. Would somebody with any sense say that? They'd surely take action. She's a simpleton.
She knows what her husband does to her is wrong, but still, she puts up with it for the sake of her child.
I wouldn't tolerate that abuse for 1 minute. I'd walk out on the bum, slam the door, and go live in my house in the suburbs.
You got
Necla,
that right.
the woman is a housemaid. She doesn't own a home. She doesn't have money. She has nothing.
Look, Jahide, you are being way too soft-hearted. Here you go worrying about all these poor, stupid women. They're all just ignorant peasants. Their problems are not worth wasting your time, so forget it.
The truth, honey.
Lord.
Ya Jamil, Ya Allah, Ya Karib, Ya Allah, Ya Mujib, Ya Allah, Ya Habib, Ya Allah, Ya Rauf, Ya Allah, Ya Atuf, Ya Allah, Ya Maruf, Ya Allah, Ya... Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Very well, Sata. And how are you?
Praise the Lord, my eye's better. Thank you, ma'am.
I see.
I just made some breakfast for you. I'm going to toast Mr. Berg's bread, but first I need to tell you something. Yesterday, you paid me too much. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't return the extra money.
No, it was right.
No, you sent me home one day. But the pay for that day, too, was in the envelope you gave me. I don't want to take money for the day I didn't work and do you wrong.
Sata, don't be so careful about things.
Never mind. They say better to be hurt than hurt others.
Better be hurt than to hurt. You're right. That is a fine saying. I give you permission. Keep that money and buy something for Nilgun. I want to tell you something, though. Sit down.
Tell me what, ma'am?
I noticed a little while ago you were talking to yourself. Why? Are you feeling depressed again?
Oh, ma'am, I wasn't talking to myself. I was saying my private prayers. So anyway, I have so many things to do. I must get going.
I have your report. It has me concerned. How long have you had these pains, Miss Berg?
For a while.
Did you ever have any pains like these before?
I did. Last year I had them for a while. They came back a couple of times. I didn't pay much attention. But this time, when I coughed up blood...
Jahide, you have a serious condition. Very serious.
What?
I want to explain in a way you can understand. You have a number of lesions in your stomach. Tumors, to be precise. And I believe they are not benign, unfortunately.
You mean cancer?
It looks that way. And you have to be prepared.
Prepared for what, Doctor? For what? For death?
Even for that, you have to prepare. Be calm. In this time of crisis, you have to be very brave. You need to keep up a strong character more than anything else.
Strong character? What are you talking about, Doctor? First you say I'm dying, and then you talk about moral strength. Treat me instead of preaching to me.
I will certainly treat you. I'll give you an intensive course of chemotherapy. But you still have to keep your morale up. There's always hope. Don't forget that, all right?
I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Jahide, what are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here.
All right, but have you gone deaf too? I've been calling you for 2 hours. Jahide? Something wrong? Tell me.
No, nothing's wrong. What were you going to say?
I wanted to tell you. It's Neshe's husband, you know? He was seen in public with a model. They got him on TV.
Okay, you go watch. I'll be there in a little while.
Good.
I don't want to die. Hello? Hello, Nejla. No, I don't want to come today. No thanks, Nejla. I don't feel like playing bridge today. Maybe in a couple of days. Say hello to the girls for me. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, I'm going to pray, but I'm not doing it to get out of work, you know. It doesn't take all that much time. So I really hope you don't mind if I do this. I promise you that I'll be finished very soon.
Of course, Sate. Pray all you want to. You remind me of my dear late mother. She never missed the times for saying her prayers.
May she rest in peace.
Amen. I used to pray too, but after I got married, I just stopped.
I hope you will start saying your prayers again, ma'am. Excuse me for asking, but is there something bothering you?
What is it, Sate? Why are you asking me that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry, but I was concerned because you looked a little worn out and tired the last few days. Don't misunderstand me. It's none of my business, naturally, but...
I'm all right, don't worry about me. I'm just a little exhausted, that's all.
My late father used to say, if you are patient, even illness can be a good thing.
What kind of an illness would that be?
Well, I suppose it would be an illness that would make you realize the blessings that you have forgotten in life and made you learn to give thanks to God.
Be careful what you say, Jahide. Our guest tonight is very important. We must make a good impression on him. His name is Harun. If we can get him, we get the bid. Jahide, show him a lot of attention. Be flirtatious. Act familiar, you know?
You know what Sata said to me today? She said that whatever fills your heart will fill your life too.
So?
Our hearts are empty, Hamid. Don't you see? We don't think about anything except money and running around to these business parties. We have no zest in our lives. We just keep on doing the same old boring things. Nothing is real and true because our hearts are empty.
Hey, if our hearts are empty, at least our wallets are full. And after this evening, they'll be even fuller. For God's sake, don't get hung up on the stupid talk of some servant. Just think about how you can influence Harun tonight. Do that for me, Jahide, all right?
I'll do as you ask. So, what have you been doing since we saw each other?
We missed you so much, sweetheart. I tell you, we couldn't even play bridge.
Darling, am I the only one who can play bridge?
Who am I going to play with? There's nobody else, my dear. All Neshe thinks about is shopping. Sarah spends all her time with psychics and mediums.
Yeah, I know.
Serpiel thinks more of her dance teacher than her husband. You know what I mean?
That leaves Turkan, and she doesn't have enough money to play with us anyhow.
Joy.
Her husband cut her allowance when she started drinking heavy.
Ah, what a bore. We have to live such suffocating lives, don't we?
Come on. You want to move to another planet? To another galaxy? Honey, what other kind of life can we have?
There are other lives to live, but first we have to get free from this one.
Excuse me. Jahide, come with me now. I'll introduce you to Harun.
Sweetie, something has happened to her.
She's probably been listening too much to that maid of hers.
That's right. Let her be a maid herself someday and see what it's like.
Harun, this is Jahide.
How do you do, Jahide?
I'm very bored, to tell you the truth, Harun.
I don't understand.
I'm very bored, as I said. These people, these conversations, all this empty glitter bores me to death.
Jahide?
What is it, Hamid?
Madam, look, the business world is not as boring as you think it is. For instance, we're so busy all day long, we barely have the time to scratch our heads.
Of course, all your time must be occupied with rumors.
So what you would call rumors is called speculation in the business world, Jahide, ma'am. And what is important is to organize the speculation so as to systematically increase our profit margin.
Harun, sir, you know, I graduated from one of the best universities in the country. Then I received my master's degree and PhD abroad. I spent a great part of my life studying business and economics, but this is the first time I have encountered a definition of fraud as text perfect as yours.
Stupid woman! What have you done? What were you thinking? You've ruined me! You can't talk to Harun like that. You idiot!
Hello, Sata.
Good morning, ma'am. Oh my God, what happened to you?
What happened to you happened to me, Sata.
But ma'am, how could this happen to you? Your husband is an educated man. He's an important businessman. How could he do that to you?
Why are you so surprised? Do you think only poor men beat their wives?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, it's all right.
Don't be sad, ma'am. Trust in the Lord. Ask Him in prayer to straighten things out for you. Whether we're rich or poor, there's nobody else who can protect us and guard us.
I know that. God bless you. You opened my eyes to the truth.
Excuse me. Ma'am, you know, when you said God so sincerely, it made me so happy. Excuse me for stopping my work.
Jahide! 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 What the hell are you doing?
Nothing, I'm not doing anything. How are you?
The hell with you, how are you? You've ruined me. Finished me off. I lost the contract because of you.
You're drunk, Amit.
Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I'm drinking because of you. Because of you! What the hell
Don't
is
touch
this?
it! Stop!
What are you reading? You really intend to read this stuff? Are you so crazy and stupid you're gonna change your view of the whole world on account of some ignorant housemaid?
Watch what you say to me, Amit.
Yeah, what'll happen if I don't, huh? What'll happen? Oh!
Jahide, you look stronger today, more hopeful.
My illness has had a great influence on me, Doctor. I've started to think about a lot of things differently.
That's great.
So, Doctor, I've been meeting with you almost every week. My second course of chemotherapy is finished now. I know that no one can be cured of cancer, at least from the type I have.
It's more accurate to say that no one can be cured from cancer if they're diagnosed as late as you were.
I know that, Doctor. What is more important is that one's soul be saved. However one's soul is, her life and death will also be the same.
I bought everything on the list, ma'am.
Thank you, Sate. Sate,
Is there something you need, ma'am?
would you do something for me?
Of course, ma'am. What would you like?
But you mustn't tell anybody.
Of course, ma'am. I won't tell, of course.
Will you teach me how to pray?
Of course, ma'am. Of course I will teach you. It's very easy. Really, it's easy.
Thanks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Amen.
What's going on here? Oh, everybody's busy. I guess I have to wait for breakfast. That's just great. We've taken care of all the world's troubles, have we? Wake up! Where's my breakfast?
Breakfast has been on the table, Hamid. We've been waiting for hours. If you'd been in a condition to see in front of your nose, you'd have seen it.
You better watch your big mouth, woman! Get out of this house! I said get out! I don't want you here! I don't want you! You understand? Get out! You get lost!
Sata, you'd better go home now. Don't come back for a couple of days. I will calm Hamid down and call you up.
Why don't you come with me, ma'am? Your husband is very angry and he might harm you.
No. If I go now and don't come back, it will be the end of my marriage. Isn't it better to be a little patient?
I suppose that you're right, ma'am. Stay with your husband.
Amen.
May God give you patience.
All right, and to you too. Hello, Hamid.
Why did you even come back?
I waited for you, Hamid. I made your dinner.
Huh? Dinner? I don't want your cooking. Understand? Huh? I don't want a woman like you. You make me ashamed to be a human.
What kind of talk is that? What does this have to do with humanity?
Lots. Everybody in our neighborhood. They're talking about your ridiculous behavior. Look at you. Just look. My beautiful Jahide is gone, and this strange woman has taken her place. I don't want you. Understand? I am leaving now. I'll be back in the morning. I want you out and gone by the time I get back. Pack your things tonight and get out of this house.
Lord, give me patience. Show Hamid the right way. Save us both from doing wrong. Lord, let Hamid come back. Please let him come back. He's back.
Here we are, Hamid. But what if your wife is at home, huh?
Yeah, I told you already. I ran her off. If she's got any sense, she'll be long gone. If she's not, so what, huh? I'll tell her I love you. You're the one I love for death. I love you.
Oh, Hamid, you're such a character.
Come on now.
No.
I don't believe it.
Come, my beauty. I don't love her anymore.
Do you really mean that?
You're the only one for me. I love you for that. I don't love Jahide.
My God, give me strength. Direct me toward the righteous path. Show me the way. Show me the way to lead a good and decent life. When I saw my husband with that other woman, I knew I had to get away from there.
Didn't you have to go through a lot of changes in a short time? Isn't it hard to abandon old habits?
I didn't understand this before, but Sati showed me things I hadn't been aware of. She showed me that things I had thought so important were actually small and petty.
So then, in what way did Sata influence you the most?
She gave me an example through her honesty, her patience, and also through her faith.
Then what happened?
I changed a lot in a short time, thanks to her. But then, I started to have more unpleasant experiences. My friends hated me and despised me. They made fun of me. My husband beat me.
The troubles you suffered for your faith will be repaid surely. Pain will pass, only sweetness will remain. But if you can endure the suffering and become the means of grace for someone, the gates of mercy will be opened, and goodness will flow like the endless torrents of spring.
Is that what is most important?
Of course. For a human to be the means of grace is the best thing ever. There is no greater achievement in the universe than this.
The happiness I felt thrilled me so. I couldn't think of anything else.
Others could have felt the same feelings as you experienced. They might have tasted it as well.
So I acted wrong and was lacking there too, and now I am guilty.
Faith is light. It is strength. It is the most important thing for humanity. Because faith does not die. It does not end with the next life. It is more powerful than all of these things. For a human to find faith is like a parched earth finally being quenched by the rain. Isn't it worthwhile to suffer anything for this?
Yes, I understand now. But I didn't know that back then. My friends turned their backs on me, my husband beat me, and started to run after other women. I was so lost. I didn't know where I should go. I had to start life over again from nothing.
I go, honey. Who is that?
Huh? She doesn't look like anybody from
Wait a
around
sec.
here.
I think I have seen her somewhere, but...
Hello, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you remember me, Igel? I'm Jahide.
Okay, I knew that I had seen you somewhere. So what are you doing here? What are you doing passing through this neighborhood?
Please, Igel. I've just rented a place down the street from here.
But why, Jahide, ma'am? What has happened to you then?
What happened, happened. There is good in everything.
I guess you've changed a lot.
I have, thank God. May He bless and keep you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
That Jahide was so snooty you can't imagine. She was Hamit's wife. I used to clean house for her for a while, you remember? They treated me like dirt.
So, Igul, what happened to make her come here?
She must have gotten divorced. You see what God does to people? She was very spoiled back then, and now she's found her humility. Huh.
In the name of God, the merciful and compassionate. Good to see you, Sate.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see
Come on,
you
dear.
too, Nilgun. Come in, please.
We thought we would give you some company, Jahide, ma'am.
Don't say ma'am, Sate.
So, well, what am I going to call you then?
You call me whatever seems right to you, Sate.
Sister. Sister Jahide. You finished all of your work. You didn't even leave us anything to do.
I did, but there's still a lot left to do.
We brought you something to eat. You must be hungry. And my mother's old prayer rug she left us. It's not good enough for you, but I hope you can use it well. Sister Jahide, I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? Did I do something to upset you? Oh, Lord. Nilgun, go get some water.
You don't have to.
She can get it, it's fine.
Sata, you never treated me with anything but goodness.
Oh, no. Goodness comes from God.
I'm crying from happiness, Sata. God knows I don't miss my old life one little bit. I have one wish, and that is to live without being a burden to anyone. Oh, thank you, dear.
Is Recep in yet?
No, ma'am. He's not in.
All right.
He'll be here soon.
Hello. I have an appointment with Mr. Sami. I'm here for a job interview.
You were going to be interviewed for a job?
That's right.
Go to the 3rd floor and ask them up there.
Thank you.
The likes of her wants an interview? Good luck.
Hello. I'm Jahide Berk. I sent my resume. I have an appointment with Mr. Sami about the want ad in the newspaper.
Yes, I have your resume. I got it. Mr. Sami is waiting to see you. Please follow me. Can you believe that woman even has her PhD? But she has her head covered. How did that woman ever get through school?
They go to classes wearing a wig or something. Didn't you know? That's how they do it. Most of them get through universities like that.
You have very impressive credentials. You studied English, graduated in economics, with a PhD. I congratulate you. You're just the kind of employee we want.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, we can't employ you here. Sorry.
May I ask why not?
It's complex. You understand?
I want to hear the reason.
People have to conform when they work in a firm like this.
But sir, what problem can you have with me even before you've given me a chance?
It's not your professional background.
So what's the issue? Is my knowledge going to work for you, or my clothing?
Listen, we have to think from a corporate viewpoint. Our firm is governed by principles. But I'm concerned that you will bring in something different with your attire. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not against it.
If you were against this, it would make more sense. Excuse me, but I have my principles. People exist through expressing themselves.
Wait, don't misunderstand me.
Thank you, sir. If I hurt your feelings in spite of everything, I beg your pardon.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine, thank God. Sati? What are you doing here at this hour?
Well, I really want to ask something of you, Jahide.
I hope nothing bad has happened.
You know that I've been working for daily wages, cleaning up at the supermarket at night now.
Come on in. Come on, you need to rest a while.
No, I have to go now. I'm not worried about myself, but if I'm late, my husband Recep will beat the girl. That's why I must go.
Sate, don't act like that. Let me have a talk with that man. And anyway, this is a way out for you. How much longer is going to go on like this?
I wish I could tell you that. But I know there is a limit to everything. My husband will realize that one of these days. Anyway, forget about Recep. Please, take this.
But this is money.
These are my wages for this week, sister. I didn't take them home, so Recep couldn't get his hands on them. Please keep my money for me from now on. This money is going towards my daughter's education. It's money I've saved up for her future, understand? If I save up enough, she'll be able to go to a good school when she's old enough to attend high school.
All right, Sade, don't worry. I wish I could find a job Then you wouldn't have all these troubles to worry you.
What happened with your job interviews?
I went to 6 places today, but it was no good. They won't hire me because I cover my head. I can't understand it, Sate.
Don't you fret about this, sister. I'm sure something will turn up. Don't ever lose hope in God.
Yes, I know. I have not lost hope. God is great. Go on home now. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good evening, then.
Oh, Lord, I am weak. Make me strong in your ways. Lead me to do goodness. Show me the way, Lord, who examines all hearts. Make my heart firm in your faith. Good morning. I have an appointment with the manager.
Go up to the 3rd floor.
3rd floor? Thank you.
Congratulations. You have an excellent academic record. Frankly, I don't have any degrees myself, but I made up for that deficiency with experience.
I don't have much experience in this subject, Osman, sir.
It doesn't matter. You can gain experience after you acquire the knowledge. That said, we need someone like you to work here, but...
No, sir. I will not uncover my head. I won't do it. It would be better for me if I starved.
Just a moment,
Thank you for your
Jahide.
time still.
You misunderstood me.
What are you talking about, sir?
Sit down, please. I more or less understand why you reacted like that. No, I was not going to demand that you uncover your head. Far be it from me to interfere with your religious beliefs.
I truly beg your pardon, sir.
Quite all right. Well, I was about to tell you you're not right for this job. You wanted to work in sales. But I would like to use somebody with your education in another more important department.
Yes, but...
Would you like to manage the department store, Jahide, ma'am?
Of course. Of course I would. God bless you, Osman, sir. Thank you. I will do my very best, you may be sure. Thanks to you, O Lord. If the Lord wills, I will pay your daughter Nilgun's school costs with my wages that I earn there.
Sister, stop thinking about us. Don't worry. You get your affairs straightened out, and then we'll talk about this.
Listen here, Sate. Nilgun is going to do very well in school. You have to take her education seriously.
She can't concentrate and do her homework at home. She can't even sleep properly. My husband, Recep, won't leave us in peace. He's always looking for an excuse to pick a fight with us.
I know it will pass. It will all pass.
It just isn't that easy, sister. It'll always be like this. In fact, it's just going to get worse and worse.
So what's going to happen, huh?
He's going to kill me, or I'll kill him. But I'm not as afraid of him as I once was.
Oh, my Sate. You're not thinking clearly. In your situation, you should be afraid. But it's better to be cautious.
Goodbye, sister.
I never saw such a mess. First you sell damaged goods, and then you won't take them back. I will never set foot in this store again, ever.
They sell the worst quality stuff here, darling. The sweater I bought here the other day was all lopsided.
Hello, Nejla. Kamaran. Nice to see you.
So here she is. It is fantastic to see you, Jahide. You must be really happy in your new life. You never call us. Do you think you're too good for us now?
You can go, Sybil. I'll take care of the ladies.
Look at that. So you're the manager, huh? What do we need to do, hun? Shall we dress and act like her now? See, she makes herself useful.
First you have to divorce your husband.
Right.
Whatever your problem is, Nejla, I will try to solve it for you.
Jahide, I want to ask you something.
Ask me, Nejla.
Aren't you embarrassed? Where you were before and where you are now? Don't you miss your old life? Don't you long for it?
Were you going to exchange this blouse?
Look, for the sake of our friendship, I can get you an appointment with a good psychiatrist. You can get cured of all this nonsense. Look at yourself. You're like some crazy woman from the street.
I've never been saner in all my life. Sybil, the ladies are leaving. Take care of whatever problems they have so they can get out of here.
What a laugh. She's kicking us out. You'll see. Soon she'll fall even lower, and pretty soon she'll even be doing housework the way things are going.
That's the absolute truth, darling. I don't feel sorry a bit. She's her own worst enemy.
Right.
What could this be? What happened, Sate? Sate, come in. No, just sit down. What happened,
Richard
Sate?
came to where I worked. He found out I'd been taking my pay home all the time. He was like a wild man when I got home. He beat me so hard I thought I'd die. But the worst was he threw me out of the house. He kept Nilgun. He told me to get lost. He said I won't ever see my daughter again.
Calm down. You just stay here and I'll go and bring her back.
You can't do that, sister. He might hurt you. I'll come along
No,
too.
Sate. I will go and fetch Nilgun. She's my daughter too. I've had enough. Don't be scared. Sit down. He can't hurt you, and God willing, he can't hurt me either.
Where do you think you're going? Where? Where, damn it? You think you're going to your mother? You're not going anywhere. Forget her. She walked out and left you behind. She didn't even look back at you. And now you're running after her? Huh?
Why are you doing this? Why?
What do you mean, why? I'm not going to explain to you. Go clear the table. Starting tomorrow, you're not going to school anymore. You're going to go and work in a clothes factory. What does a girl need school for anyway? Go to school, and what good does it do you?
Oh, please, Daddy. Don't take me out of school.
I'll decide what to do. Uh-huh. Your mother couldn't stay away and came back. I'm coming. Hey. I'm going to open up. Hold it, woman. Come on in.
I came for Nilgun.
Jahide? Jahide!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're the famous Jahide I've heard about. It's you then, huh? Get out. Get out. Come on. Get a move on.
What are you
Get
doing?
out.
Let go!
Instead of coming here to save my daughter, why don't you save yourself? Instead of trying to put crazy ideas inside his head, get your own head together.
Why are you doing all this, Richard?
Come here.
Why?
Come here, girl. Come here.
How are you going to give account for all of the things you've done?
I don't need to account to anybody.
Aren't you afraid of God, Richard?
Oh, okay. All of a sudden, just like that, a head covering, a couple of prayers, and today we pretend to be a good Muslim. You fool. None of this junk is going to change me. Don't make me mad now. I'll cut you to ribbons. Hit the road. Get out. And leave my daughter alone.
Jahide! He's going to take me out of school and put me to work.
As you can see, I can do more than just talk, Richard.
Huh? Huh? Wait. Boy. Where's... Hey.
Come here, darling. Don't be afraid. Come with me.
Hey, see this?
No! Jahide! Jahide, are you alright? What did you do, Dad? Jahide, are you alright? Jahide!
It was truly amazing that you could be that brave in the face of such danger.
I had experienced the beauty of faith. And then there was the courage I had learned from my previous experiences in life. I had to raise my voice and do something when I knew that I was right because Sate and Nilgun were really suffering.
You went from business to business looking for work. You were rejected only because of your dress. Why did you refuse to change your attire?
Why shouldn't I have? I was doing it because I believed I would win God's favor by dressing like that.
And yet, you were losing a lot of lucrative opportunities.
The opportunities that I had lost did not give me any peace of mind.
Also, the stares of ridicule and belittlement of your friends must have been very painful. And then the rejection of your husband. And didn't people think you were crazy?
They did. I had heard talk that I was crazy, both brazen and sly comments.
This must have upset you very much.
It did at first.
And then?
I said to myself, the most beloved prophets of God were called mad by men in their lifetimes. Why shouldn't I be called crazy too?
You persisted in working in an honest job in spite of everything. Why?
I thought it was better to be hungry and honest than to do something that would cause me trouble in this place.
Troubles and sufferings abound on the curves on the road of life. Such difficulties cannot be avoided. But when they come, we shouldn't mourn and complain about them.
What do you have to say about me, then?
The Lord treats every living being according to their belief and their faith. So your reward will be in accordance with how you've honored the Lord.
I know that the Lord is very forgiving, so in turn I forgave the man who stabbed me while I was in the world. I know that God forgives his creatures. However, my forgiveness wasn't enough for the law.
Hello.
Good morning.
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'm sorry to make you come all this way, but we have to take your statement.
It's all right. I'm feeling much better.
Sabri,
Yes, sir.
bring Recep up here.
Right away, Chief.
How are you feeling? Are you still in pain, ma'am?
I'm well. Of course, I have pain now and then.
Here he is, sir.
Jahide, the only thing you need to do for me now is fill out your official complaint. In it, you need to explain how the incident occurred. Then we can prosecute this man.
I don't want to press charges, Chief.
I don't understand.
I think Recep is sorry for what he did. I believe he understands the consequences of his actions.
That's right. I'm sorry.
You be quiet. Even if this lady doesn't file charges, there's still going to be a trial, and you'll be punished. Are you sure about this, ma'am? With your help, we can put him away for years. If you don't press charges, he walks in 6 months.
6 months is a long time, Chief, when you consider someone's life. I'm certain I won't press charges. I forgive him.
Why did you forgive him, sister? He should have done 5 or 10 years and not got out. Now he gets out in 6 months, and then he'll terrorize us forever.
Right now, you have to think about divorcing him, Sate. In this situation, you have to leave this man.
It doesn't matter what I think. What if he hurts Nilgun? What if he goes completely out of his mind? That scares me.
You're right, Sate. I should have thought of that. How long is this torment going to go on?
I'm ready to go now, Jahide.
I'd like you to stay home, honey.
No, it'll be fine. We're going to walk a little. I have to talk to the principal of the tutoring agency.
This is a nuisance to you, these courses and all.
We already talked this over, Sata. Nilgun is like a daughter to me.
Are you okay, Jahide?
Jahide? Are you all right, sister?
I'm fine.
That's what you've been saying, but how many times have you gotten faint and sick? Promise me you'll go to the doctor today. You've got to get treatment for this problem.
All right. I'll go after I drop Nilgun off at school. Come on, Nilgun, let's go.
What are we going to do now? I don't have any job. It won't be long at all before we're homeless. My child is going to come home in a little while. What am I going to do?
Remzieh, what is it? What's the matter?
They fired my husband, and I don't have a job. What will I do now? Where will I find work? Anyhow, my man sits at home all day and doesn't look for a job or anything.
I can think of a couple things, Remzieh, but really I can't promise you. Let me research them first.
Seriously? God bless you. Thank you.
Wait, Ramsier. I haven't done anything yet. But God willing, I will. I'll let you know in a couple of days. We need to go now. We're late to Neilgun's class. Goodbye.
Jahide's become such a good person, hasn't she?
The way she just looks out for this poor girl. Nobody does anything for anybody. It's hard to find people like her these days. May God bless her.
Hello, Neriman?
Ah, Jahide, good to see you, my dear. What happened to your arm? How is it?
It's not serious. A little accident. How are you? How are your children and grandchildren?
Everybody is well, thank God. Sit here. How fast the years go by. You were a little girl when you used to come here with your mother. God rest her soul. So you are settled into your new home?
I am, thank God. I wanted to ask you. You used to have a girl working for you. She left to go live somewhere else, didn't she?
Yes, she moved to be closer to her family after she was married.
Did you ever find someone to replace her?
No, I didn't find anyone. My daughters-in-law come in now and then to help out a bit, but they have little kids. You can't trust just anyone to run the store. Why do you ask?
There's a woman I know in our neighborhood. They fired her husband from his job. They're both looking for work now, and I thought of you. The work shouldn't be difficult for her. I'll bet she can even manage it alone.
Why shouldn't she? What's there to do here? Since you trust her, I'll believe you.
She's very organized and trustworthy. I guarantee you'll like her.
Sounds good to me. If she wants, she can come start right away.
Thank you so much, Neriman. You've done a good deed.
Oh, no, dear. You have done the good deed because you were the one who arranged all of this.
Hello.
It's actually been fun so far. You know, I really like algebra.
Let me see. Thanks. Good for you, my bright girl.
So why don't you have a child of your own, Jahide?
I have you, Neilgun, dearest.
I love you as much as I do my mom. But you know, I'm not your real child, though. Why don't you have a child?
Well, sometimes people can have illnesses. And these illnesses keep people from doing some of the things they want to do. So I cannot have a child of my own. I have to accept this fact.
Are you sick?
I am, but please don't tell your mother.
Are you going to die?
Good evening.
Evening, Sate. Is something wrong?
Go inside, Neilgun. Keep doing your lesson in there. Rajab sent word from prison through his mother. Tell her to go back home to wait for me or I'll fix her, he said. He's threatening me, sister.
Suppose we tell the police?
No, they protected us 2 times already. They can't be asked again. If he does anything to my daughter, I know what I'll do. He won't be able to hurt me or my daughter ever again. I won't give him another chance to do it.
Wait, Sate. Hold on. He's going to stay locked up for a long time.
No, he isn't, sister. The days pass very quickly.
True, Sate. They do pass quickly. Thank God I'm alive. I can continue to do good works in your name. Thanks be to you, O Lord. The bus is here. I'll see you this evening. Goodbye and God bless.
Goodbye, sister.
Goodbye.
See you later, Jahide. See ya.
Bye.
Mom.
Stay away, Reggie. Stay away, or I'll call the cops.
Dad, don't. Oh,
You're
please.
threatening me, you stupid cow? Everything that's happened to me has happened because of
Mommy.
you. Come over here, girl. Get over here.
No, Daddy.
Now listen up. She's not your mother anymore. You understand? You only have me now. I'm your father and you'll do what I say. You don't have a mother anymore.
Please.
You understand me?
Please. Mom, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I've done something terrible, sister. I've committed a very big sin. My life is over. I didn't know what I was doing when I tried to leave him. I didn't know what I was doing when I tried to take Nilgun away. Now I've killed him.
Sati, try to calm yourself down.
Jahide, Nilgun, I need you to take care of her now.
I know it's not a good time, but I need to tell you something.
Tell me, sister.
Sati, I'm sick.
What do you mean you're sick?
Cancer.
Cancer? My God, are you going to die?
I am. But I've accepted my fate, Sati. Don't be sad. This is why I'm telling you. If something happens to me, Nilgun won't have anybody else in the world. So you must be strong now for her sake. You did something extremely bad. You killed a human being. The rest beyond that is between you and God. Am I angry with you? No. I understand you, and I'm ashamed to understand. I'm ashamed of all of this.
Isn't there some cure, sister? Some kind of operation?
No, Sati. There is no way. Whether you're in jail or free, when I die, you must not neglect Nilgun. You must not abandon her. You hear? Right now, we must only think of Nilgun, because she deserves it. You understand, don't you, Sati?
I'm taking the admissions exam for Anatolia High School. Look.
Oh.
Look at the good grade I got on the midterm exam I just took.
That's just wonderful, darling. Good for you, sweetheart. That's wonderful. Good for you. You're so smart. So smart.
Jahide, a gentleman wants to see you.
Who is he?
He said his name is Hamid. He's outside.
Bring him in then.
Come in, sir.
Hello, Hamid.
Hello, Jahide.
Have a seat.
You're looking a bit thin. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Jahide, don't lie to me. I learned from the doctor you have cancer.
Maybe it'd have been better if you hadn't found out.
I want you to forgive me, Jahide.
Of course, Hamid. If you know you did wrong, why shouldn't I forgive you?
I came here to make you an offer. I want you to have an operation abroad. They have a lot of new medical techniques that could cure you. We both know this.
Thanks, Hamid. I'm grateful. But it looks as though you haven't finished what you wanted to say.
You're right. I want to say, can we go back to the way that things were? You can be the old Jahide. We can return to our days of happiness.
I don't have the slightest wish to go back to the days which have no meaning for me and no future either. I don't want to go back to being a woman wasting her time and living in an empty, vain world. I'm fine as I am.
Jahide, don't. You were always a good person anyhow.
When goodness is not for God's sake, it isn't really goodness, Hamid. Anyway, I'm dying.
We can prevent this from happening. We can find a cure.
This life, and also the life you invite me to, no longer attracts me any longer. It had been months since I had seen Hamid. His wish to help me had excited me and filled me with great joy.
But you refused his offer.
What he offered me was a life which had an uncertain conclusion which would overshadow my eternal existence.
So why did you avoid treatment for your illness when you first found out you were sick?
I researched my condition in the beginning. I continued to read up on anything I could find out. All I knew was that there was no cure for my condition.
But weren't there some possibilities? Wasn't there some hope of you receiving proper medical treatment abroad?
Going abroad to have an operation would have changed nothing. As for Hamid's offer, it was an attempt to make me betray myself. My finances are limited, and Yilga needed my support.
Are you certain that you didn't avoid getting yourself treated?
Yes, unless a miracle had happened. Science told me that I could only prolong the condition through treatment.
Why didn't you try it?
Because I had promised Sati I would put Nilgan through school. She wanted her to serve as a guiding light to people and not be a sickly, wretched woman like me. And she could do that through education. I could not have things both ways.
So then, was that decision the right one?
I don't know. I don't know.
What if we consider avoiding treatment the same as suicide?
Don't say that. I would never do that. What I did only for the love of God.
Whatever you do for the love of the Almighty must only be done in accordance with His divine commandments.
Can someone do wrong, doing something for the love of God?
Some things lead to both good and bad. They are judged according to their results.
Very well. What will become of me? Am I saved?
We will see when we open your account.
It's so hard to confront these facts here. Truly so hard. So hard.
You were a great employee, Jahide. Your resignation has made me sad.
I'm sorry that my illness no longer permits me to work.
I talked to your doctor about your condition. I understand that there is an operation you can receive abroad. I know the cost of such surgery would be more than you could handle. If you'd accept, I'd like to cover the cost. I want to give this to you. This is your decision, certainly. I have to respect it, but please accept this. I want to do what I can to help you.
Thank you. God bless your kindness, Osman. This money will change the life of an innocent and promising young girl.
So you're not going to use this money for the operation?
How are you feeling today, Jahide?
I'm well, dear. I'm well. How was school?
I got an A on the math test today, Jahide.
Oh, good for you, darling. My sweet girl. Keep on studying, all right? My Oh!
Come on! Get up! Come on! Stop it over! Let go! Let go! Give it a minute! Give it a minute!
Jahide! Jahide! Help! For God's sakes, can somebody please help us? Call an ambulance! Jahide! Jahide!
Nilgan, open the bag. Open it. There is an envelope that belongs to you in there. You are all alone in the world. Make a good life for yourself. Promise me.
You
Promise
can't
me
leave
you'll
me.
be
Please,
strong.
Jahide.
I pray to God will forgive me for my sins. Please, God, have mercy on my soul. Bless me, oh Lord.
Jahide, no!
Oh, God.
No! Don't leave me. I have a surprise for you. I was admitted to Anatolia High School. I won a scholarship. Please don't leave me, Jahide.
And so, my life ended, the sweet mixed with the bitter.
At first, it all started with fear of death.
Yes. I was very much afraid of death at first. I started to look for a cure for my cancer.
And by providence, you met Sata. So then, was your repentance a turning to God, or just a refuge from your fear of death?
My fear was of death, but then I turned to God.
Repentance, if true, will not go unrewarded.
You think my repentance was complete?
God knows. I am only the mirror of your conscience. What you sow in the world, you will reap in the world to come. In your devotion to the Lord, did you always say your daily prayers?
I believe I performed them all together with the extra prayers. Why is that?
Because daily worship is considered very important here. Your salvation is earned through devout prayer and through proper treatment of your fellow man.
I found a lot of opportunities. I think I did some good deeds. But when I think of the details, things get harder.
The examination here is hard, but the grace is profound.
Yes, but I can't move my hands or feet. I'm so frightened. I feel weak and helpless.
Don't think like that. In this place, unexpected surprises occur at unexpected moments. What do you think will happen to you?
There are no more surprises. What happened is obvious. My situation is uncertain. You said nobody could be saved through his own deeds. I have gone astray. I pray I won't be deprived of the blessings of my faith. I tried so hard to change my ways.
It's all right, Jahide.
Nilgun!
The roads are steep. They are dry and barren. Man stands alone with his deeds. Before him are impassable slopes. He awaits a helping hand to pass beyond. How happy is he who lived a pure life.
My God, my God, my God, this is all your mercy. It's by your grace alone. Thanks to you, oh God. Give me strength. Let me go back and cry to all humankind. Hasten to seek the fountain of God's mercy. Behold what mercy he bestows for such small good deeds.